the way we pay for healthcare services in the United States, by its nature, being fee for service, means that the only levers that payers have to manage their profitability or manage financial sustainability over the long term there's only two. And it's either to limit the amount of services they cover or they pay for, and or pay less for those services. So in a world where the incentive structure for a physical therapist, for example, is to bill as much as I can in a 1-hour visit, as many units as possible, as ethically possible, ideally, right? Bill as many units as possible in each treatment to maximize billable revenue. And the insurance company is paying for all these units that are getting billed. The insurance company is left with, okay, we have a couple options here. Option one, we just deny the service altogether. And, UHC in particular is coming under the microscope politically these days for using like AI algorithms to determine authorization and the like. But it's one of the main levers that they have to pull, right? If it's costing too much to deliver this kind of care, we can limit the amount of care that's being authorized, right? We can put stipulations on what the burden of proof that is required for physical therapists to get more visits from us, because as far as we know, they're just drilling and billing, as my dentist friends like to say. They're just running up the bill, and we need to have some cost containment. The other lever that they have to pull in the cost containment field is we're just going to pay less for it. Sure, maybe we're not going to deny as much, but we'll pay you 50% less, 40% less, whatever the differential is. Some places UHC is paying like 30% of what the standard is or something like that. It's crazy. But again, it stems from this misaligned incentive structure in a fee-for-service healthcare model, right? Providers are incentivized to bill as much as possible in the least amount of time possible. Patients just want to get better. So they're kind of incentivized to get better as quickly as possible. And then payers are incentivized to pay the least. They're trying to contain their costs, right? So systemically, in the healthcare system, particularly in the US here, where we have this third-party payer system, the issue of a fee-for-service model is that the incentives are not aligned. They're going in different directions oftentimes. So it does leave clinicians with an ethical dilemma, right? Providers feel stuck between doing the right thing for their patients and staying afloat financially, right? And it is not an uncommon issue. My first job as an occupational therapist, my first job as a staff clinician, there was pressure to see people more than needed to be seen. There was pressure to sign notes off and charge bills that did not need to be charged because we, quote unquote, needed it to make the numbers work. And that's, not unique to occupational therapy or physical therapy. Across the healthcare spectrum, the healthcare industry, providers are put in this dilemma of having to do what's right for the patient, but also pay their employees, pay their admin, pay their billers, pay all of that. It's a systemic issue. It's not something that's going to go away like that. It's going to require some reframing, right?
If you'd like to learn more about Strata PT and see how our EMR and RCM works, head over to stratapt.com to book a demo.